Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Hello, beautiful people. Have you missed me? How long has it been? 1 month, 2 months, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know. Missed you guys. And we missed making money. So, yeah. Happy New Year to everybody under the sound of my voice. So, PTT people, how have you guys been? I promised you a video of the strategy that, by the help of God Himself, I noticed that a lot of people were struggling with TA and whatnot. My DMs were on fire. A lot of people couldn't even grasp it. So I decided I still wanted you guys to make money. So I went back to my prayer closet and my drawing board to see what I can bring forth for people that TA is giving headache. Because this is binary, I don't believe that binary is a place you stress your whole self, So it's not forex. It's forex that we analyze for hours and all that. But this binary, I believe that it should be easy because it's a game of yes or no. So if you do all your analysis and market moves in your direction for 100 hours and the last second it shifts below the line, that's it. So I don't believe that you should bring out all your powers here. But yeah, so let's dive into the video. Like I said, I don't know, this video you need to have a little, a basic understanding of the ones I did before, because when I'm saying things like candlestick, Keltner channel, if you are new here, this is not the video to start with. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have to pay the price. Sorry, bro. Sorry, sis. So that when I'm saying things like candlestick, above the Keltner channel, support, you will not be lost, okay? So, those that saw my screenshots previously will say, Maria, what happened? I'm sorry, guys. I've traded this morning, okay? I've traded this morning. I took 3 trades. They just needed 2 entries. So yeah, that's why I know I sent you guys $50 screenshot yesterday. Okay, I traded one more trade last night. Yeah, around after 8. And then the ones I took this morning. So when I look at the market and I see a very good opportunity, like this one now is one of the ones I traded. This one is one of the ones I traded. I bought this pair. Yeah, you can see the buy was sweet. So I've already taken these trades, and then remember that I promised you guys a video. I was like, oh wait, let me do this video before I jump right into my trading day, because if I drop on that screenshot, you guys will find me to my husband's house and probably, I don't know, cut off my leg. But yeah, so basically this video works 100% with the signals. The other ones, the other training videos I did, I told you guys that if you are doing your analysis well, you don't really need the signal. Yeah, but this one is because you don't need to analyze, you are depending solely on the signal. Okay, so what this means is that you don't come here and say, oh, I've seen, when I start explaining, you understand, oh, I've seen candle print, and it's outside Keltner channel, let me sell. No, if the signal did not drop for it, don't try it. Always make sure that you're trading the signal. And if it's a signal that needs re-entries, most times the signal room will still be dropping that signal. It will still be dropping it. It will be dropping it in another time frame. Maybe it will tell you M1, M2, USD card, buy M1. After like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you say USD card, buy M5. Leave the time frame. We are focusing on M1 in this video. Like I said, I'm trying to make it's a simple strategy, so you don't need to do multiple time frames. You are always on M1. This is why I said you cannot start with this video if you've not watched the other ones. I've explained what M1 means. 1 minute time frame. Yeah. So that's where we are right now. Okay. This video may be pretty long, but like I said, it's one video. I'm not making any video about the strategy anymore. This is the video, so I'm going to try my best to pour it all out and you grasp it. If you do your homework, but if you use demo to trade it for 3 days or 4 days, you can start trading immediately, genuinely, if you do your homework. If you stay, maybe you traded the whole day for 3 good days on your demo and you've grasped it very well, you can start with life immediately. But if you haven't, give yourself time. Please, if you don't have confidence or clarity on demo, don't waste your real money. If it's gone, it's gone. You have to refund. I'm sorry. If you blow it, you have to refund again. You can't get back a money that the market has swallowed. There's no magic anywhere that does that. So that's why we always emphasize to get it together on demo. You have pressing needs, whatever, keep it in your pocket until you get the clarity. Don't trade with real money. All right. So the first thing about this strategy, like I said, is that it works with the signals 100%. Secondly, it works on M1 time frame. That's all the time frame you need. I can't remember the last time I went out of this time frame. This is what I've been using and testing the strategy. So I've never even gone out to check H1, like, or blah blah blah. This is where I've always been, on M1. That's where I've been. Okay, so I've mentioned 2 things. If you don't have your notes by now, I'm giving you time. I'm placing a reminder to get your notebook. The biggest mistake I found that people made from the last videos was they don't have notes. When they start asking questions and then you find out they never had notes. When you're watching a trading video, you have notes. And what you do in your notes is to be writing down what is being explained in your language that you will get it. You're not writing everything I'm saying. You're writing the things. If I said, M1 time frame, if how you understand it is 1 minute expiration, write it like that. So that you will not come back and be asking something that was extensively explained in the video. Get your notes and write. If you are writing, pause the video, write it down well in a language you get it. Then you continue. Play. That's why you can watch a 15 minutes video, but you spend 45 minutes on it because you are writing. What that note does for you is you don't need to go back to that video unless you find out that you skipped something. But what you do is you now read your notes. You write out steps. Like this video now is 1 video. So write out steps. How to take this strategy. First is it is dependent on the signal rule. So I don't analyze. I just take signals that are posted. That's the first one. Second one, it is only on M1 time frame. I don't need to go on a higher time frame, on H1 time frame, or any other time frame. All I need is the M1 time frame. Do you understand? That's 2 steps already. These are the things you should be writing down in your note. Second, as usual, I'm not supposed to take trades that are below 70%. That's the third rule, third step. If I look at the pair, and even if it falls into everything, but it's not 70%, I'm not trading it. Because when you jam 5 re-entries and 4 re-entries, percentage will help at least. If you are doing 50% or 60%, by the second entry, you're already in massive loss. So yeah, I've already mentioned 3 things. For someone that will say, I'm going to get to the dates. The dates have already started. I've mentioned 3 rules already. I've mentioned 3 steps already. So if you think I'm talking nonsense, rewind back to my head. So when you're on M1 time frame, a signal drops, right? I'll probably take a trade in this video if it allows. I don't want to make the video long. But when a signal drops, like when this USD card buy dropped, let me remove the parts that wasn't showing then because I've been on video, so it has been going on. But This is where it was when, let me draw something to show you guys. This is where it was. Hold on. This was where market was when that signal dropped. Okay, now at least now you get what I'm saying. This is where market was when that signal dropped. This red long drop ever had not even happened. It was around this green one when the signal dropped. So I was still trying to take it, and then it started doing that dump, so I still entered. So what this strategy is when a signal drops, please listen carefully. When a signal drops, let's assume it's a buy signal. What you do is, I've made this thing flatter. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get it back to long candles. I'm trying not to look at signals because if I see a good one, I'll take it. So let's work with the old one, guys, please. So yeah, when a signal drops, right, you've gotten the date. So let me just remove this block out of the way. When a signal drops, I said that this is where we were when the signal drops. When the signal drops, you need that candles have been trading outside of the Keltner channel for 7 minutes straight. Listen again. You need, of course I'm going to explain this, you need candles to be trading outside of the Keltner channel. You need that candles have been, past tense, have been trading for 7 minutes. That's 7 candles because we are on M1 time frame. 7 minutes straight. It must have done 7 candles out of the Keltner channel for you to take the trade. Sometimes a signal can come and it has only done 4 candles or 5 candles. Give it time. Give it the next 2 minutes. Come back to it. Now see. Because when you people start submitting your screenshots or taking them, this is what I'm expecting to see. When you tell me you took this buy, I am expecting, like this now, when this signal dropped. Like I said, we were here. This is where we were. This small green candle, this is where I was. Do you get? So I counted. Candles have been trading outside. What it means is that it has oversold or overbought. So in this situation, it has oversold. It don't sell tire. So it's now like it has broken out of the Keltner and is now dumping. Like the dump is now happening well. That's what it means. So it means it is getting tired of selling to soon start buying, because anytime market goes out of the Keltner channel, it will still find its way back in. So now that finding its way back in line with the trade. Now, like I said, when the signal came, we were here. So what did I do? I counted. If you count, you see that candles started printing out of the Keltner channel from this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's recount again. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when that signal dropped, it was on the 7th candle. Someone will say, Maria, why are you always using 7? 7 expiration. 7 is a perfect number in the realm of the spirits. So yes. So 7 candles. The reason why you don't want to rush, because if market is giving you 5 re-entry, if you started buying from here, from this first one, by the time you are here, you've already done 2 entries. Money don't they go. You remember we double for each stage. So by the time you are in 3rd entry, your account is already shaking, especially for small account people. So yeah, you play the patience game of making sure that candle has printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outside of the Keltner channel. Outside of it. And I didn't say this. Look at this now. See this one. See this one now. It's not the same. You say market has been near the bottom of the curve. I didn't say near, I said outside. Outside, like this. Outside. Outside. It may not even come out like this entirely, but let me show you what I'm talking of. See if I can find one or two. Hey, this one is the best though, actually. If you are using an account below $100, please stick to that one. But I'm saying, for those that have, more understanding of the market, something like this works too. Of course, not all of it, but I'm saying all of, like, if just maybe the candle, some of it are inside, but some of it closed outside the Keltner consistently, I wouldn't trade this one, because at some point it started going inside. Like this one now, you see 1 2, it did first two was okay, 1 2 3, then this one, it now went inside, it has cancelled. It needs to be consecutively 7 straight. If in between it came inside, I know they do again, it has spoiled the flow. Do you understand? So this one had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. On the 7th candle, the signal dropped. What did I do? I bought. Fun fact, like, it started already pumping down when I bought, so I still bought around here, right? That's why I needed 2 entries. If I came in a little bit late, maybe 30 seconds late, and he already did here and I entered here, I would have needed only 1 entry. But yeah, because I came in and I counted 7, I saw that it was already done with 7. It was on the 7th candle already. I just took my trade, right? So that's why I needed 2 entries. But yes, so what you do is, when you see that it has done that 7, look. Let me use, this thing doesn't have tools, so I'm using things that I know. Please look at the stochastic oscillator. You can see it here. Let me turn it off so you see what I'm talking of. Take a look at it again. Did you see what just moved? Stochastic oscillator 533. The settings for this is in the previous trainings. Go back to it. So this stochastic has to be, if you don't have your settings right, this is the good time to get your settings right too. You can even delete all your this thing again and re-put it again to be sure. My own has been like this from the last training, so I didn't need to do anything. But yeah, your stochastic has to be like, now this is when I took the trade. Leave this big buy sell block, focus on the stochastic oscillator. Your stochastic has to be in that 6 line, the 6th line or below it, the lower, the farther below itself, the better. But the point is, it needs to be touching there. This also means that the market is tired of selling. Okay, so it needs to be there, because it's not even possible that you see candle printing like this and the stochastic is somewhere else. It's usually below. But just in case, wait till it touches that bottom. If you come and maybe candles are printed 4 5 and blah blah blah, and you see that the stochastic is still, follow the stochastic, please leave the chart, be looking at the stochastic. Oh Jesus, pocket option, why are you hanging? For God's sake, I have to refresh and come back. So I said your eyes on the stochastic. Your eyes on the stochastic. If you came and probably it's still around here, be looking at the stochastic. It's just maybe in between, blah blah blah. It's not touching that number 6. Wait a little, give it time, give it like 1 minute or 2. Make sure that you've counted 7 candles and the stochastic is at 6. This is for buying. I will talk for selling. The candle is at stochastic number 6. This should be, I don't know, step 5 for you. Step 5, candles for buying, the stochastic oscillator has to be touching 6 or below. the other step was you count 7 candles outside. Like I'm telling you this because when you come to ask me question, the first thing you do is submit your notes. Let me see whether you wrote down these steps. Step 1, markets, we are taking the signals. Signals is you don't analyze, you just take signals. Step 2, M1 time frame is what is needed. Step 3, indicators, Keltner channel, moving average, stochastic oscillator are what we are using. Step 4, you count 4 candles. If you don't have your note like this, I will not answer your question, because there is this thing that happens that will finish the video. People will come and be asking me things that were extensively explained in the video. When you tell them to submit note, they will now have to start watching the video again. Don't do that too. I will not even have time. I will be here making money. As I'm doing this video now, I'm missing out on making money. So if you come and start asking me question that you don't have your notes, I will not answer you. Make sure you have your notes. So the first thing you do, you submit your notes. I will read your notes, then I'll start answering your question. So yeah, so this stochastic has to be at 6, then you buy. Now to the cocoa. Another cocoa is another step for you that you should be writing is, unlike before, we don't have a standard time, expiration time. Expiration time means how long the trade is, which is what we do here. If you can remember, we used 7 in the last one, my last trainings, 7 minutes time frame. Okay, but this one, we increase the time frame as we enter positions. There is a progression. Don't try to do it yourself. Say, okay, let me do 1 minute, let me do 3 minutes, then the next one I'll do 6. There is a progression that has been back tested by me. Take advantage of my expertise and experience. First time frame, first expiration time, time frame is the time it takes a candle to form. First expiration time is the time that each trade lasts. Like I said in the previous training, it was 7 minutes. We used 7 minutes. So each trade, we put each trade to expire after 7 minutes. This one, your first entry is 5 minutes expiration. Please be writing. Please be writing. Because when you will come, I'll be checking this thing. First entry expiration time is 5 minutes. Like me now, it's in 7 because the last trade I took was second entry. Second entry, maybe your first entry, the trade didn't end the profit. Second entry, 7 minutes expiration. Please be writing. This is one video. I'm not doing another video. One video. Second entry, 7 minutes expiration. So it means your second entry should have 7 minutes expiration time. After taking your first entry, sorry if you're not Igbo, you come here and you change it to 7 minutes. Increase your dollar. You did $1 the first one, you do $2. 7 minutes. How to do this thing effectively is when you are in a trade and it's remaining maybe 30 seconds. 1 minute, and you see that market is is not close to, like, you will need a second entry. Of course, that's when you should come here and start adjusting time, because this thing takes some time to adjust, some seconds to adjust. So you don't want a situation where you miss a good point of re-entry because you were looking at the markets and not adjusting the things, parameters you need for your re-entry. So you come here and start adjusting it while your countdown is happening. You adjust it, put your $2, so that as soon as that one expires, you do your second re-entry. Second re-entry, 7 minutes expiration, like I said. Third re-entry, let's assume the market was still dumping. God, what? These things will be alien to someone who started on this video. If you just joined this community, I'm begging you, go back to the previous videos. That's where you learn how to why we need to double our entries. Okay, so the third re-entry is where I am. I said the third re-entry is 15 minutes expiring. Then the amount depends on the amount you're using. If you're using a $3,000 account, $1,000 account, of course this $1 I'm saying does not apply to you. you can ask me the amount to start with. If you are confused on that, I funded $200 or I have $100, how many dollars do I need to start with? Come and tell me, I'll answer you. So I'm doing this because, of course, my account is small. The minimum here is $1. You can't do below. They say that they do below, for do below, but there is none. So I started this account with $27, and this is where we are. So yeah, the third entry, you double whatever you used last, and then your expiration is 15 minutes, like I said. Then market is still market is still dumping. What? Because if you jam it though, I think it was 2 days ago. The first trade I took that day needed 4 re-entries. I laughed. So let's assume the trade didn't work after 15 minutes. The market was still dumping, or he's perambulating. There are sometimes it will not be that it's still dumping. It may just be doing reco. Let me see if I can find something like that. At times you will this now. Let me show you. Markets can be doing this. You understand? Can be doing this now. Sell, sell. You just there, they waste your time. Can be doing that. If you count this now, you see that this is like at least 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've already counted 10. So this alone is more than 20 minutes. So this is it. So there are times market will be doing this. Sell, sell. That's why you need re-entries. Okay. So your fourth re-entry, 30 minutes. Because at this point it's clear that the market no dey gree for anybody. You yourself no go gree for am. You give it 30 minutes so that it will give it time to do his serere well. That shiko he was doing before. So that when he finished doing it, because things like this is when he starts buying, like look at this one now. When he starts buying it, we buy. So you know that okay, this thing we buy, but it just needs time. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Remember, first entry 5 minutes expiry, second entry 7 minutes. These things are mentioned are things I expect to see in your notes. If you submit notes and I don't see these things, you will rewatch the video before I start taking your questions. First entry 5 minutes expiry, second re-entry 7 minutes expiry, third re-entry 15 minutes expiry, fourth re-entry 30 minutes expiry on the same trade. I just picked it in my spirit now. Holy Spirit, thank you. Some people may think, as I finish taking this trade, I enter another one. It means saying a second re-entry. That's not. I said on the same trade. You are in this trade and it's still giving loss in that same signal, that particular trade you are in. That's what we're talking about though. That's why I said you should go and watch the previous videos. So you are in fourth re-entry. First re-entry 5 minutes, second 7 minutes, third 15 minutes, fourth 30 minutes. So I've done fourth and it still ended in loss. You do 5. 5 is the maximum. After 5, if it didn't work, my brother, wipe your tears, dust your bum, and know that market is market. You can't have it all the time. That's it. You can't have it all the time. But the fifth re-entry is still 30 minutes. Because someone will say, okay, as I do that, so will this one not be 45 minutes or 1 hour? No, 30 minutes is the maximum. Fifth re-entry is still 30 minutes. This is what I expect to see in your notes. First entry 5 minutes expiry. Second, if you don't have it like this, when you come to ask question, I will still send you back to the video. You'll be wasting you keep rewatching the video until you decide to sit down and have the discipline to document. DTD is a term. The discipline to sit down and document and write. If you don't have it, I'm not even going to be answering your questions, because I will leave money and come in and be answering someone that is not serious. It's not possible. My brother, will you give me the money I'm missing? No, you won't. This community is free. So the least you can do is to show interest that you want to learn, not to come and waste time. I will leave the money I'm supposed to be making and be answering something for someone who doesn't want to sit down and write. I can't do that. So fifth re-entry is still 30 minutes. So fourth re-entry and fifth re-entry are 30 minutes each. Okay. By that time, definitely, most of the time, you have already hit your destiny. You'd have already made profits. Like you, at least you'd have broken even, because from fourth re-entry you have already broken even, unless you start adding more money to, like, risking more money. But I used to say that from fourth re-entry, what you are fighting is, you are just fighting back for your capital. Leave. That's why some people say, I did this trade was for re-entry. After the trade, I now found out that I lost $2 or one. Yes, at fourth re-entry, you are fighting for the capital you have been risking. You are no longer trying to make profit again. The only way you make profit is if you risk more. Maybe at fourth re-entry, you are supposed to do $8 and you do $10. That's how you make money after four or five re-entry. But it's not advisable. Leave it. Taking 2 or 3 more trades will just regain that money back for you sharp. So why risk it in one trade? Okay, so that is it. Usually this is just reverse for the sell, but I will still take a sell example for you. Let's find one. Let me see which one I sold. I know I sold one in that trade that I took. Did I? Yes, AUDJPY. Yeah, let me find it. Okay, yeah, this was it. This was where I was when, yeah, I was around somewhere here. Let me see, I can't recall again, because I was in 2 trades. I was in the, please don't try that. If your account is below $100, you should be in 1 trade at a time. This was a testing account, so I needed to take more trades to confirm the strategy. So I really didn't care about the money I started with. Don't do that. There are capacity to these things. If you don't have the capacity to be willing to let go of a $30, please do demo. Like me, I don't, when I do demo, I do a small real account to use and confirm what I'm doing. I did demo first before I funded my $27 to test out the strategy more. So this was the sell one. I took this trade this morning, as you can see from my history. So I've forgotten where it was around when I saw the signal. Let me go back and check. AUDJPY, no, first re-entry. Okay, was 909. Abi, yeah, 909, which was around 909. Yeah, this was the candle I saw it on when I came. Okay, we'll probably take one trade here if I see a good signal. So yeah, when this signal came, this is where I was. Look at the block. Oh, please focus on this. This is where market was when that signal dropped. It was a sell signal. You see it, you say AUDJPY M1 time frame. But even if the signal drops and said AUDJPY M30, blah, please ignore this M1 that we're trading on, because someone will come and say, the signal said M30. What we are doing is M1. Ignore the time frame that the signal says it on. Ignore the time frame. Just focus on the pair and whether it's a buy or sell. That's all you need from the signal. Let me scroll down. Like this signal now says CHFJPY M1 10 for the blah blah blah. CHFJPY sell signal, the current candle. What is of interest to you here is the hashtag, the JFJPY sell signal M1. That's all you need. Whether it says, I will find one that says otherwise now. You see one that will say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, kini. That's not your business. See GPP JPY M5. That's not your business. Don't go Euro JPY M5. Nope. What usually happens actually is, most times when it says this Euro JPY M5, it means that market has been buying for a while too, or selling for a while. But that's not what we're talking. We're trying to make this strategy simple. Just focus on these things. You start getting in, the experience will start coming more. When you guys start trading, there are questions that you ask now. We know that, okay, you have the capacity to receive the answer. But for now, let's not confuse you. Focus on, okay, the pair, CHFJPY, sell M1. You come down here. Even if it says, oh, CHFJPY M10, move on. That's not what we are doing. M1. Come to M1 and look at the pair. Don't listen to the time frame that the signal says. Okay, so when this one came, it was here. So what was the first thing we did? We looked that, oh, it has been trading outside of the Keltner for a while. Wow. So what did I do? I counted how many candles that it has done since from outside the Keltner. This is one. This was the first candle to come out of the Keltner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it got to 7 few minutes ago before the signal even remember that, oh, it's a robot. This was even where, if the signal dropped, I would have taken from here, but the signal came here, so it's even good. It's even better safe. The longer the better. 7 minutes is 7 candles. Sorry, 7 candles is what is needed minimum. So when it came, it was already here. So it had already done 10 candles outside of the Keltner, which was a very good one. Okay, so I now looked and saw. Let us look at the stochastic. I looked at the stochastic. It was in 96. For selling, the stochastic has to be at 96. For buying, the stochastic has to be at 6. See the gap? 96 and 6. So you won't be confused. So the stochastic has to be high here at focus on the stochastic now as I'm talking. The stochastic, I know this big buy and sell button cannot be removed. I'm sorry. If I go on the website, this will be clearer, but I promise to make a very short video. So let us focus. If you've done your assignment before, this shouldn't be hard. Focus on the stochastic indicator. So the stochastic has to be at this 96. At this 96 line. As you can see, it was even sleeping there before it started going down here. So at this 96, that's where it should be. It should be touching this 96 line or even above it for you to know that market is tired of buying. It's called being over. It has overbought. It has beaten more than it can chew. That's what it means. So yes, and that's okay. 2 confirmations. Wow, it has traded outside of the Keltner, and the stochastic is at 96. What do I do? Probably your last your last trade, you did 4 re-entry, and the last time frame was time expiration was 30 minutes. Come back here and adjust it to, remember, your first entry is 5 minutes expiry. So you come here, you set it to 5, boom, you readjust your trading to 1 for small account, of course. So you take your trade, you sell. Who's calling me now? You take your trade, which you sell. So let us assume blah blah blah, after 5 minutes expiry, the market ended in loss. Come here, 7 minutes, which I already told you about, $2, enter again. Blah blah blah, it didn't work, kini. Of course mine worked at the second one, but I'm just saying, the rules. It kept buying, kini, blah 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 blah. Third entry, after 7 minutes expiry, no show. Third entry, 15 minutes, double down, boom. Fourth entry, 30 minutes. That's it, guys. That's literally it. That's literally it. Nothing else. This is the strategy. If you've been writing down these steps, please just open your demo and shoot me hard. Okay. So let's see the recent signals and see if there's anyone. Just one live trade. Like, you guys can just do demo. You pass this stage, be cool. Okay, Euro GPP was dropped. First of all, the percentage is 20%. That's it. I'm not even going to analyze again. I don't care whether it has been printed 50 candles out of the Keltner. Because of this percentage, we can't trade it. That's a deal breaker. Even if everything aligns and you see that the return is 20%, please don't trade it. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. 70% or nothing. Let's look at another one that was recently posted. USD-JPY. USD 4 minutes ago. There's a more recent one that just drops. USD Chef. Let me see. Excuse me, USD chef still 20%, so I don't care to even analyze or check anything. I move on. USD JPY, that's where we were going before the new one came. USD JPY 75%. Good. Now I can analyze. Okay. And when I come here, I found out that it has not printed out of the Celt now, like what I thought. So we are not trading it. I'll give it time. If funny thing is, the more like the signal will repost it if need be. The signal will repost it. There are some like the signal, you don't like, if you are following it blindly, you find out that there are some that it doesn't need to do that printing out of the candle for 7 candles. If you just sell, there are sometimes the signal will drop, the thing will start selling. But that's not what we're doing. We're filtering out the best trades. Trading is about having a competitive edge. So it's not trading the signal blindly. I've stated the steps and the rules we follow to trade it. So don't come and see, but man, the signal was selling, I wished I entered. No, you will cry blood when you jam entries that are for re-entry. You start appreciating that rule very well. So yeah, this signal has already started selling, so it's not even valued again. Blah blah blah. USD chef has been reposted again. Let's see. Still 20%. Nothing happened, so we're not even listening. We're not even looking at anything else. I'm looking for current ones. Let me see. Chef JPY. This one has already sold. Yeah, they put it for sale, right? Yeah, sell signal. It has already sold, but it didn't meet our parameters, so move on. There are trades that will be like that. But believe me, there are enough signals here for you to make enough money in a day. I've already proven that for you guys by pushing an account from 27 to 30 in a few days. So don't cry when you look at 4 or 5 signals and none of them are meeting your criteria. Believe me, look at this. Look at my notification. From 48 minutes ago, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that? Like, there's no how you bring out 3 hours or 4 hours and you wouldn't have hit 10% target if that's your target for the day. Yeah. There's enough signal to go around, so don't be tempted to compromise, please. Don't be tempted to compromise. Follow the rules like I stated it. Follow the rules. Okay, so this is the end of this video. I'll pray for you because I believe that no one maketh anything unless God gives it to them. Everything good and perfect is from God. So I'm going to pray for you so that in this journey, the market will not swallow you. So I pray for you under the sound of my voice. Father, in the name of Jesus, I hand over these ones to you, and I ask, Lord, that you breathe your breath of life on their life, in their trading accounts, that these markets will not swallow them. Give them the discipline to stick to the rules. Give them the discipline to stick to the rules. Let them be competent workers, for you said in your word that a competent worker dines with kings. Let them be competent. Let them do the rules. Let them do what they are supposed to do, and they will reap heavily as they sow discipline and time into this trading and strategy. Let them reap massive reward. In the mighty name of Jesus. I also urge you, if you don't understand this prayer thing and Christian thing, you've not given your life to Christ, this is a very good opportunity to do so. Just say this prayer with me. Father, Lord, I come humbly before you. I'm tired of living in the world. I want to stay with you. I want to know you. I confess that I am a sinner and I ask that you save me. For it is said in your word that if I confess with my mouth and believe in my heart that Jesus died on the cross for me, I am saved. So I am confessing that I am a sinner and Jesus died on the cross for my sins. Lord, I welcome you into my life. I accept you as my Lord and personal Savior. I ask that from today henceforth, no going back, just forward with you. Holy Spirit, I invite you into my life to take total control, to take total preeminence. I am new. I am born again. Thank you, Jesus. Welcome to the family of light. If you say this prayer, please send me a DM. I would love to hear from you. And yes, if you have questions and you did your due diligence, you wrote your notes, but you are still confused, or you started trading demo and the market shocked you, you didn't understand why this happened or that happened, I'm here for you. That's what the group is for. Post your questions, tag me, and we'll make this money together. See you guys. I love each and every one of you, and I want you to be filthy rich this year. Have a wonderful week.